Welcome back to another Crazy Bros podcast. Today it's only me. Unfortunately, due to scheduling and life, Zach will not be. Myself and Zach will be filming separately for a while. You may be lucky if we get two together, but we're both going off to university, so best of luck to us and hope you all be kind and still watch. Today we'll be doing our back to school episode. This will be a good episode for new students all the way up to year 13. We'll be covering some of the questions that were thankfully put in the comments. One which is completely an outrageous comment. Anyways, so starting off year 7, tough time for everyone. You're starting a new school, you've left a new school where you're top of the food chain. You're now bottom of the food chain. Deal with it. You're not cool, you're not hard, you're not bad. You're going to have to learn that. The easiest thing to do in year 7 is to make friends as quick as you can through sit with Mandem at lunch, being nice in class. Don't be too nice, don't be too peak, because not everyone likes like the sloppy nerd. That was what I was. I wasn't the most liked, but not everyone likes the rude kids. So you want to be a bit of banter, bit of cheek, not too much, and a bit of kindness. Kindness goes a long way in school. Gets you things you'd like. Year 7, basically do exactly what the teacher says. Easiest thing you can do. Do not mess around. Just do exactly what you said. Supplies wise, you're always going to need a black and blue pen. Always have spares. A calculator. You can do mathematics. And then it's basically up to school. Always have a green pen, highlighters, a ruler, protractor, compass, that sort of thing. Sticky back plastic's always useful. Cover your books, waterproof them. Year 7, it's just settling in. Don't be too afraid to ask questions if you don't understand anything. If you're a bit uncomfortable with school, go and ask someone. They ain't afraid to help you out. Year 8 is a time where a lot of schools you'll start picking your GCSEs. This is where you start narrowing it down. Don't completely mess around, but you can lark around a bit in your classes you're not that interested in. It's not a completely big deal. I don't recommend completely slacking. That's bad. But you don't have to be putting your full effort in, if you get what I mean. Personally, when I took mine, I was not the best at performing arts, music, art, drama. Not doing them for my life, so I ended up picking food tech, PE, French, history. Best subjects I took. Very pleased with what I've got. Essentially, just pick stuff you enjoy, you like. Don't pick the easy ones or what your mate's going to do, because you're going to regret it. Because it's relatively difficult to change subject. What else? Year 8, it's a bit of a laugh. Take your time with it. Don't need to be stressing too much. You're still not top of the food chain, so don't act like you're the bad man of the school, because you're not. You look stupid. Don't wear your Air Force Ones. You look stupid. They get dirty. You look stupid. Again, they crease. Why would you crease your Air Force Ones? This point again, you don't need to be rude. You don't need to be. You can be a little bit banter with your mates and that, but you don't want to be rude to the teachers. Teachers can decide everything like that. Detentions aren't such a big thing. They happen. You'll make a mistake. People learn from mistakes. Just don't repeat the same mistake. It's just stupid again. Year 9. Year 9's a settling back in again. You're almost at year 7. It's like a year 7 year again. You go in your new subjects that you've whittled down. You're starting to feel them. It's going to be much more difficult. Always do your homework. Don't leave it to the last minute. I struggled with that sometimes. I slacked a bit, or I got too much, and then I was late. Don't do that. Always try and do your homework as soon as you can. Gives you as much time as you want to do what you want at home, which Zach will be able to teach what to do and how to have fun in school. Year 9's a bit of a year where you're going to struggle. The pressure's going to go up. They're going to start going on about, oh, this is going to do this is what this is going to decide your future. honestly, it doesn't do that much. It just decides whether you can go and do A levels or not, or what A levels you can and can't do. Certain A levels, you have to get certain grades, but that's more covering year 11, 12 to 13. Year 10, it's a bit of a messy round year. Don't slack fully, but you can have a laugh. You're going to start realising it's going to get real by the end of year 10, where some people will sit the RS, RP, whatever you go to. The big thing when you hit year 9 is your revision resources. You are going to need revision resources. Don't do them the day before, make them through your subject. Always build them up. It's the easiest thing to do. Build your revision resources so they're good. Best revision resources include flashcards, mind maps, timelines. If you do history, timelines are brilliant. I never use them myself, but timelines are very, very useful. And just never read your notes. Reading your notes is really bad. It's awful. You never take anything in. Don't highlight your notes. It's complicated, it's confusing, and for me, I don't like using colour, so it was really confusing. If everyone started highlighting all of their flipping work, it's too confusing. So the easiest thing to do is year 9, year 10, is find something that works for you. You'll get a first set of PPEs in year 10. You can experiment with year 10, really. Year 10's an experiment year. Year 9's a bit of a brainwash. You're getting an influx and a lot of information. Year 10, you can experiment with what you like. Maths is easy though. All you got to do is pass questions and remember the rules. It's not that hard. Same with physics. Pass papers, remember the rules. Don't read your notes, it's dumb. Top tip, always respect the dinner ladies. If you ever have hot lunches, always respect the dinner ladies. They do a little bit extra for you if you respect the dinner ladies. Dinner men, whoever. They'll get you the extra sausage, the extra scoop of mash, the extra bit of custard if you like your custard. Again, respect. It's always about the respect. Get your work done and enjoy it. You don't need to be a nerd. You don't sit home for 8 hours a day revision. You can do 3 hours revision and you're good. As long as you're revising consistently for every day. Don't revise for too long because that will kill your brain. I will tell you that now. It's awful revision, yes. Deal with it because it's going to have to be done unless you want to fuck up your life. Year 11 is the crack year, the big year of you're going to really, pressure's going to ramp up because they're always going to be on about your GCSEs, your GCSEs, your GCSEs, your GCSEs, blah, 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 blah. And it's going to feel like everyone's going to be on top of you, your mum, your dad, your teachers. You're not going to like it, but suck it up because they're trying to help you. I found that. I hated it. I didn't like people telling me, oh, you got GCSEs, oh, they're coming up, blah, 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 blah. They're trying to help you. I realise that now, but hindsight brings wisdom. If you don't put the effort in year 9 and 10, you're going to realise that year 11 is going to be a lot harder and a lot more difficult than if you didn't work hard. I'm not saying you don't have to be the nerd that's from as soon as you get in from school, whatever, 3:30 all the way through to 8, 9 o'clock, the break with dinner, to study. I'm not saying that. I did sport, I played a lot of sport, did cadets. Find stuff you enjoy to break that up because it is honestly, your revision's not fun, I'll tell you that now. But you got to do it. Suck it up. As long as you try your best, no one's going to complain. Year 11, probably one of the hardest years because you've got some of the most of your papers. All of them, you've sit probably about 24 papers overall over a space of 2 months. What's that, 8 weeks? You'll sit an average maybe 3 a week, some more, some less, half terms in the middle of that. But once you've done that, you get 6 weeks off for summer. At this point, though, you're going to start to pick your A levels. Essentially, pick what you want to do, which will go for your future. At this point, it is deciding your next 5 years. GCSEs to stretch your A levels If you don't pick the right A levels, you can't do certain courses at university. I'll mention that into the Year 12 section. So once you've done your revision resources, by about Christmas, the course will start going into practice stuff, going back over stuff. That's where you'll start doing your practice questions, your practice papers, you look at your revision resources, comparing, checking with your mum, dad, mates, whatever, who cares. As long as you do your revision, you have to be nerds, sit out 9 hours a day, just get it done, little blocks at a time, you'll be fine. Stress is going to come, stress, anxiety, talk to people, take time off. You don't have to sit half an hour straight into your next bit. Take a break, go for a walk, grab a drink, watch a film. I don't care what you do something you find fun and distract your mind. Moving on to Year 12. Year 12 and Year 13 are some of the biggest years of your life. They're going to keep going on about your A levels after A levels. Pick stuff you enjoy, but it's going to help for the future. You don't want to pick something now in Year 12 that will fluff your future. Certain degrees at university will take certain courses. History, if you want to do history at uni, some of them will say you have to have a history A level. Some of the courses, medical sciences, you'll need biology, chemistry. Physics, you will have to do physics and possibly maths. Maths, you will have had to do maths at A level. Law, you'll have to done a form of law at A level. It's the point where you narrow it down when you're now looking at the next 5 years again. You don't want to start in GCSEs thinking about that. I know it's awful starting to think about A levels to start with GCSEs, but it links hand in hand about what's going to happen in the future. I know it sounds peak and that, yeah, I'm rambling on, but I'm here to help. I've done all of this stuff now. Zach's done all of this. Well, Zach didn't do A levels, Zach did college. I'll mention college. Zach, if you want Zach to do a college video and how to have fun within school, within the rules and stuff like that, I'll make sure Zach does a video for you. But no, not college, back on A levels. Start the A levels off as you mean to go on. Do not sit back. The further you sit back, the further you get behind, the further you will not understand, the further people get away from you, you'll be behind, and it's a much bigger step to get back to where you were at A level than it is at GCSE. Stay on top of your work. Do not slack. Read around the subject. Year 12 and Year 13. You cannot, absolutely not, slack. Lay off the gas, whatever you want to say. Do not be a lazy little shit. It's awful. If you don't try, you don't get what you want, and it will affect everything. If you don't get the grades in Year 12, you're not going to get the university you want. I could have tried harder myself. I didn't revise as much as I could have, wanted to have, but I got my spot, so that's all that matters. But you do not want to slack. The better the university you go to, the harder the spots are going to be, the higher the grades. You may not be the most intelligent person, but trying hard is all that matters. You'll still get a good uni. Year 12 is going to be a lot around university, looking at UCAS. Do exactly what they say as early as you can. It's out the way, and then it can go to the back of your mind until they say this needs happening. Personal statement. People are going to want to read your personal statement. Parents, teachers. There's guidelines on UCAS itself that says, oh, this is what you can and can't. This is what you can and don't include in your UCAS statement. The UCAS personal statement is very much about your school life. Very much about why you want to do that course, your school life, what you've done in school to help you get to that course. It's not about your personal life. No one cares, really. But then just keep working. Just keep your revision resources up. There's going to be even more information. You're going to need 4 or 5 different folders for each subject. I took history. I had a folder for Germany. I had a folder for the Tudors. I had a folder for other Tudor work. I had a folder for my America topic. PE was even worse. I had a topic for biomechanics, a folder for biomechanics, a folder for anatomy and physiology, a folder for the psychology, a folder for all the historical stuff. I had 5 folders plus for PE, or plus as EAPI folder. If you do A-level PE, it's brilliant. It's not what you want to think it's going to be. It's hard. Got to practice everything. If it's an EAPI spoken thing, practice it. I probably didn't practice it enough. I probably didn't get what I want. So, yeah. Year 13. Now, this is the crack time. You do not slack. I do not care how long it takes you. If you revise 9 hours a day, probably even better. Not great, but the more work you do, the more practice you put in, the more practice you put in your free time. You'll get time where you're often in sixth form. Practice. Start making revision resources. Consolidate your notes. If you shorten down your notes, revision resources, mind maps, timelines, revision cards, whatever you think is the best for you from GCSE is likely to work again. More information takes longer. You can have more information. Deal with it. Get on with it. Do your best. My dad had a phrase. It was just the 5 P's. Prior planning prevents before performance. You can make the 6 P's, but you're not going to forget that word. But 5 P's. Prior planning prevents piss poor performance. That's the main thing. If you plan ahead, you're not going to fail. You got to prior plan your work hard, and go for it. Now, you'll get to the point where you'll sit your A-levels. It's going to be tough. They're going to be long. You're going to get stressed. Take a break every now and then. Go for a walk. Rant at someone. Punch a boxing bag. Do whatever you relieve stress. But yeah, again, you just in sixth form, the equipment's a lot more simpler. You just need a pen, paper, and a folder, and possibly another colour pen for your own assessment work. Sixth form's about going above and beyond what the teachers ask you. GCSEs, you can just about get by doing the bare minimum. I don't recommend it. Bad idea. But sixth form, you cannot get by doing the bare minimum. You have to go through the process. Go above and beyond. Do that extra little bit. Do essay practice. Do practice. Give them to your teacher. They'll give you feedback. They'll speak to you as adults now. They'll talk to you as adults. They will treat you like adults. Go for it. If it doesn't work the first time, listen to their advice and go again. Now, a lovely friend of mine put in the comments about college. I didn't go to college. I'm guessing it's the same again. Work hard. Do what you need to do. Make sure you've got the stuff you need. Make friends as early as you can if you're moving from college. If you know people, try and stick together. But it's the same, I'm guessing. Zach will answer any proper questions. Don't slack, just try. And as long as you try, you'll get what you need. Now, you'll go through school where you'll have crushes on people. This is mentioning the next comment, which is outrageous. I'm not going to answer that because it's very bad. I have to answer that carefully. Mate, if you wrote this, whoever wrote this comment about like some of the younger years, you are naughty boy. Love in school is going to be tough. It's also going to be flipping hilarious because everyone's going to know and everyone's going to find out, and it's going to be jokes. It's going to be annoying and jokes at the same time. If you like a girl or boy, whatever, you tell someone, don't expect to keep it secret. Someone's going to find out. You will start dating them or whatever, and it's going to be funny. The easiest thing to do, don't tell anyone until the very last second. Don't also have a piece of paper. I've done that before. It's horrid and doesn't go down too well, especially if it's her mate that reads it, not the actual girl. Don't go asking out the entire girls in your year. I've known that to happen. It's funny, but weird. No outrageous stuff in class. I've had that to happen. It's weird. Again, don't act like the bad man. You're not a bad man. No one's the bad man anymore. Especially if you're years 7 to 9 and you're trying to find a girl and you're trying to act like the bad man. Nah, just can it. You're not great. Don't act too nice. Apparently they don't like nice girls anymore. Girls don't like nice guys anymore. They don't like you defending them anymore. I've got a lovely friend in year 9 who's with her current boyfriend, and she cannot like figure out what the hell he wants or what she's doing. It's crazy. I can't get my mind around it. Year 9's so crazy anyway. Essentially, don't really try having a relationship until about year 11. They never work out. They don't last that long. It's just bypass crush. If someone finds out you've got a crush on a girl, I don't know what to say, mate. You're screwed. You're never going to hear the end of it. It's going to be funny for you and everyone else. Not funny for you, but everyone else is going to find it funny. You'll never hear the end of it. And if your mates don't know, they're going to keep pestering you until they do know. Tough luck. It's going to happen. Deal with it. I can't help. I will laugh though, because it is very funny to look at these situations I've been in as well. Essentially, school, you just got to try. Don't give up. If you're going for someone one above or below, if you want to go and date someone, read guy in the comments, go one above or below, no more. Outrageous. And just try and enjoy yourself. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment on what you want the next video to be. Thank you very much for watching.